Hey guys, Graham here from therecordingrevolution.com, and today I have another confession for you. So back when I was starting out recording in college, I was doing it from a hobby in high school to in college, going to school for it, and I started doing freelance recording on the side. And so I already wrote about how I would record anyone and everyone I could find in town, on campus. I was recording recitals, all that kind of stuff. You can read about that on the blog. But one thing I was doing was recording a lot of demos and singer-songwriters in my dorm room. So I'd have them come over and we would track some guitar, some vocals, maybe lay down a couple of virtual instruments, whatever. So here's the deal. All I had was my laptop, a 2-channel USB audio interface, no speakers, no studio monitor, so I had little computer speakers that I plugged into the 1/8" jack on my interface, and one pair of headphones. So when it came time to record vocals, I literally had them stand over on the other side of the room. They would get the headphones, because they obviously needed to hear the track, they need to hear themselves. I would set up a mix for them, and then I'd let them record. Meanwhile, I would be sitting right next to them, hearing nothing, like nothing. Like I would literally be standing, listening to them singing. To me, it sounded like a cappella, but they're obviously singing along to the track. I have no idea if they're in time with the music. I have no idea if they're on pitch with the music. All I can hear is them in the room in real time. Yeah, that's how I recorded a bunch of albums. It was pretty amateur. And here's the problem. Instead of taking what little bit of money I was making and running out and investing in a headphone splitter, another pair of headphones, or something else, I just kept tracking that way, assuming, who cares? As long as they get the vocals recorded, I can always fix it later. That is a recipe for disaster, but that, my friends, is how I recorded for a solid 1.5 years, and I actually charged people to do this. That's the crazy thing. Now, I think I turned out a half-decent product, but that's not the way you want to work. You want to turn out a really good product, and you can't turn out a good product if you can't even hear if their performance is good as it relates to the music they're recording alongside. So confession, I was cheap. A second pair of headphones was maybe 20 bucks. Maybe a splitter for 10, 20 bucks at Radio Shack, and I didn't even bother to get out of my chair and go do that before a recording session. I just winged it. Anyway, my life is filled with crazy dumb things that I've done in the studio, but that's how you learn. If you have a crazy confession you want to share about stuff you've done in the studio, mistakes you've made, things you didn't know about, post them right here under the video, leave a comment on the blog post. Just be open. Be honest, we're not all that smart. We don't always do things right. It's okay. We can learn from our mistakes. That's what this little series is all about. If you haven't already checked out the other confessions that I've written about over on therecordingrevolution.com, head over there, check them out, read them, or search for Confessions of an Engineer on the site. And if you like the video, subscribe to them. Just hit the box over there in the corner. And if you haven't already, download the ebook. It's called The #1 Rule of Home Recording. It's absolutely free. And that's kind of a summation of a lot of the things I've learned over the years, boiled down into one simple rule that'll help you get better recordings, better mixes, and stop wasting money on gear that doesn't really make a difference. Have a great week. Talk to you guys soon.